but who knows? Maybe we'll be able to milk this one for its artistic potential here. So we're gonna do the daily quests, and the way we're gonna do that is by using my lovely plushie deck. I'm missing like half of the extra deck, but it doesn't even matter. This tends to work really well. Not because the Fluffals are particularly OP or anything, but the reason this deck is really good is the fact that you either win or lose within the first couple of turns. So you don't have to like play the game until the 6th turn. I think I've literally like seen turn 6 like maybe 3 times ever with this deck. And I do have a pretty good win ratio with this deck as well. Despite me literally missing a bunch of key cards. I think I only have one of the, or 2 of these, yeah. Like I'm literally missing key cards in both extra deck and the main deck. Luckily this deck is somewhat consistent as long as your opponent doesn't have Ash and whatever. If they do have that hand trap in question, they can just shut you down and you can break really easily. But yeah. Wait, did we actually have a solo mission quest as well? Duel in a ranked duel, win the duel in ranked duel and destroy cards. So with Fluffals, one of the greater extra deck cards is the Kraken, which unfortunately is good because it doesn't destroy the card, it just sends it to the graveyard, which doesn't count for the achievement, so we actually have to use the Frightfur Tiger instead. But yeah, we're gonna just jump in and you'll see how the deck works. Basically, we have a huge card advantage, machine or 2, engine, whatever. And we'll just exploit those heavily. Now basically it all comes down to his first turn. Either he is able to like set up enough floodgates for us to do absolutely nothing, or we are gonna win. Or he's gonna have Ash and whatever Blossom. Okay, send 1 spell or trap from your deck to the graveyard. Ooh, wait, so it's Foolish Burial but for spells and traps. That's interesting. I've never seen that yet, but it seems like it could be a good card. Okay, so what did he send? You can banish 1 virtual... Oh no, it's a virtual world deck. I actually don't even remember what these like do, but I do remember not having a good time against virtual world decks. Unfortunately, I do have to read the card out loud because my stupid face is blocking this unless I can like move that thing. I can't. Okay, so he's activating the virtual world gate, which means he can banish 1 virtual world card from his graveyard and then target 1 face-up monster on the field, negate its effects. Wait, what? You can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 virtual world monster from your deck to your hand, then send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Wait, what? Oh, it's a continuous spell. Oh, that makes sense. I was confused for a moment there. Like, wait, does this like actually... Can this even go off when it doesn't have a target? But obviously if it's a continuous spell, it's a different thing then. So basically what we want to do is discard our Fluffal Bear to get a toy vendor. If this card is in your... Okay. I guess we'll see what he's able to conjure up, but he's running kind of low on cards, so I am hopeful. And this deck can OTK so easily. We basically just... Well, we need to be able to get the polymerization, and we need to get the card advantage engine going off, but it's really easy with the Fluffal Bears, because we can just look for the toy vendor. Now, if we end up top decking a toy vendor, that's even better, because toy vendor only has one once per turn effect, and since it's a once per turn effect, that means it's a soft once per turn. And its effect where when it's sent to the graveyard, you can look for a Fluffal or an Edge Imp Sabers card is not limited at all. So basically we can use 1 Fluffal Bear to get another toy vendor on the field and then discard the other toy vendor if we end up top decking one. Then we obviously have our Fluffal Owl, which we want to normal summon, so we get a polymerization, so we actually get to fusion summon Unfortunately, we don't have an Edgimp Saber yet, nor do we have the spell that's gonna actually search up a Edgimp Saber, so we can't really go into a lot of our OTK strats like the Tiger stuff, where we get to clear the board and then probably like go into a Saber Tooth to get a bunch of buffs and then just have anything on the board and basically run for a 8k on an empty board, but we'll see. That's like one of the bad sides of this deck is that you kind of are reliant on the Sabers, especially since I'm missing so many cards from the extra deck. But that being said, like the card can generate like mass amounts of search and card advantage, so it's like not the end of the world, but it's still like not fun either. Also, the ability of Fluffal Bear, well, actually it just has a hard once per turn on that's like shared between all its abilities, so we can't do any funny stuff with this, and we can only search for one toy vendor. I think I've only ever once used the other ability. I actually think I should move my head like here. Basically, if it's on the board, you can tribute it to get polymerization from your graveyard. So I think, yeah, I've done once. Ever. Any card sent from the field to the graveyard is banished instead. You can only use each of the following effects of Virtual World QB Shenshen once per turn. Okay, it declares an attack. You can return one banished monster to the owner's graveyard. During your main phase, okay, we don't care about that. Wait, no, so you can just banish cards from your graveyard and then special summon this from your graveyard. Yeah, so basically we either win or lose here, depending on what we get. So we actually do not care about like anything that starts with during your main phase, because if we win, we are gonna win before his next main phase. If we don't, we don't. Place one Virtual World Gate card from your deck face up in your spell trap zone. Oh no, and then he gets all Virtual World monsters gain 200 attack. Wait, so this happens after that, and he gets to mill 3, which is really unfortunate. Why is it called milling when the term originates in a magic card? Okay, so wait. This card is in your hand. Wait, what? During the end phase of this turn, you can add... Okay, wait, what? So he just added it back to his hand. Okay, but this is not... This is not a quick effect, right? Okay, so we have a polymerization in hand, which is nice. We're gonna activate the first bear. Now, this deck has one of the better spell cards in any archetype, which is Frightfur Fusion, which allows us to use cards from our graveyard and field as fusion materials instead of using them from our hand or field. Which is really good when you consider the fact that the Frightfur Wolf is a thing, which gets to attack the amount of times it has materials in it. I think it actually includes the Edge Imp as well. Yeah, so it has literally the exact amount. And I know it's a small creature with the 2000 attack, but... okay, wait, this only cares about the field, right? Any card sent from the field to the graveyard is banished instead. Okay, that's fine. So we are a bit desperate here. So we are gonna do this first. Now, I'm not sure if I actually want to play the Fluffal Owl. I mean, why wouldn't we, though? Yeah, we basically, it's gonna get banished, which is really bad, because then we can't use it if we end up top decking a Frightfur Fusion, but... Oh, I should have probably read this as well. So basically, we discard a card and then draw a card. And if the card we draw is a Fluffal card, we get to special summon a card from our hand to the field. If not, the card we drew is gonna just get discarded. So I think I actually wanna... Wait, how do I wanna do this? Basically, we want to use our lovely penguin here for a fusion summon. Okay, so here's my thought process. I think we actually want to just use these two to summon the Kraken, send this card to the graveyard. Note it's not a destruction, so if he has like some card that activates from getting destroyed, that's not gonna go off. I don't know what sort of hand traps even exist in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! Because back in my day, like, I don't know, like, Mirror Force was a completely broken card. I remember people playing, like, Sakuratsu Armor. So if we use this as a fusion material, that means that we get to draw 2 cards and then we have to discard a card. But since the cards are discarded, it doesn't get affected by QB's effect. Because that's only about field cards. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, that's a destruction effect though. Can't we trigger Edging Scythe? You can target one face-up card on the field, shuffle 2 of your banished virtual world cards with different names from each other into the deck, then destroy that card. And we have an Edging Scythe that we use as a material, which we can just banish from our graveyard, and that's gonna basically stop the thing from working. Now here's another toy vendor, which we can... I think we want to just discard this, because we then get to look for another card, although we don't need to find an Edging Saber since we already have one. But I think we're just gonna look for another Fluffal card. I think the penguin effect, where if it's used as a material, is a hard once per turn. So unfortunately we can't look for another penguin for the card advantage, but I think Fluffal Wings works really well because we have the toy vendor. Now Frightfur Kraken can send a card or a creature, face-up creature, to the graveyard without destroying it, but it can't attack directly the turn you do that, which would be really bad. Would it not be for this one lovely card? Hello, Brazilian student. Called Frightfur Sabertooth, which requires us to use a Frightfur fusion monster as well as one Fluffal or Edging card. And actually I think we want to use 3 materials here. If we use 3, it can't get destroyed by card effects or something like that as well. Why is this stream the most positive you've ever had? I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but your boy is positive. I think I posted on Twitter about like no vid because of COVID about my YouTube. It's actually not that bad, like, since I'm triple vaxxed. It's just the mornings that are like horrible. So now, because we use the Fluffal Cat as a material, we get to return the polymerization to our hand and we get to do stuff. And now we actually get to use the Frightfur Sabertooth's ability, where we get to special summon a Frightfur monster from our graveyard. Which is really convenient, seeing as now this is, according to the game, this is now a fully new card, which means that the previous effect of it not being allowed to attack directly doesn't apply anymore. Now we're obviously gonna use our Fluffal Wings from the graveyard. We're gonna banish it and another Fluffal card from my graveyard, assuming my opponent doesn't just disconnect from molding already. Now, I'm not sure like if people play Sphere Karibo or anything, but I have to be careful here, so I am gonna be doing a bit more than I need to. And obviously that effect where we drew an extra card required us to destroy our toy vendor, which allows us to trigger its effect as well. I think I almost want to go for the Fluffal Dog, because we haven't actually normal summoned this turn yet. Yeah, the annoying part is that I was like I was exposed to the virus. I spent 2 weeks inside because I was a responsible adult. And then like a couple days after that, I like spent the night drinking, and then I got the COVID from that. Like, I've already spent 2 weeks in like self-imposed quarantine, and now I'm actually sick after it. So like I'm basically, depending on how long this is gonna take, like I might actually just have lost like a full month of my life. I guess we could just take the Fluffal Rabbit because it allows us to special summon from our Melioras Slash. I hope you feel better soon. Now, I don't think we actually need to use the patchwork here. I think that's just going into the BM category at that point. So I'm gonna just summon the Tiger using this and this. I think that's enough. Okay, these don't have any effects when they go to graveyard, right? Oh, they do though. Oh, and that's a trap card, so it's way too fast. So I'm actually not gonna activate the effect of Frightfur Tiger at all. Usually the idea of the Frightfur Tiger is to basically clear the board, but since we already kind of did that, we don't need to. Yeah, I really like the plushie theme. I'm an absolute sucker for plushies. I think they're adorable. And it's a fun deck as well, because like the games don't go too long. You either lose or win really fast. It's basically an OTK deck. But I mean, I had fun when I was drinking. Not sure if it was worth it, but still. The worst part is knowing like most of my friends are out drinking tonight and I'm just like stuck here. But it is what it is. I think the thing is fine now. And since I'm an intelligent adult nowadays, I actually am recording the OBS as well, so I don't have to like rely on the Twitch VODs. So it doesn't really matter if there's a bitrate drop suddenly. But yeah. This is a really fun deck because of the OTK potential. Unfortunately, if we go first, we basically lose. That's the problem here. We're actually gonna go big brain. We're literally gonna set this. And if he has like a strong second turn deck, we just lose. Because the one issue with like Fluffals is that it doesn't do anything if you go first. Like there's absolutely nothing you can set up. There are no floodgates. In fact, like even having Raigeki and Harpy's Feather Duster, it makes this deck way breakier than it should be. Like this is the one deck where these quite often just feel like they're a hindrance. Although this kind of gets through like a lot of floodgates, so does this. But if you draw both and don't end up needing them, you might just lose because you got them. Okay, so Nebula Dragon. Wait, what did he reveal? Wait, he had two of them. What? Okay, now he has a Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon as well. I am so confused. What is this deck? Wait, it's a Blue Eyes deck. Are you telling me it's a Blue Eyes deck and he actually has something? Oh no. Wait, I was told Blue Eyes decks only like threw their big boss monsters and nothing to... I never drew the cards they actually need to summon them. What is this? What happened to the Brick Eyes archetype? Oh no, we're gonna lose. Like, Blue Eyes decks tend to either go really hard or get bricked. But they're like really inconsistent, whereas this is kind of also prone to breaking, but like, since this card has so much card advantage, this tends to be a bit more consistent. And also like having extra deck board clears is kind of nice. And send to the graveyard effects, because a lot of cards have protection from destruction. Okay, this card can be targeted. Oh man, if only we had like a Raigeki in our hand. Wait, it's actually gonna work out in our favor, assuming we live through this turn. If we do, we win. If we don't, we obviously lose, but... That's so funny. One of us is gonna OTK. Can't really do my evil laughter because I don't want to strain my stuff, but... what is it with the like internet connections of people who play the game? I feel like I've seen this symbol right here quite often. But yeah, we do have Fluffal Bear and Fluffal Wings in hand, which is really nice because that means that tips for a freshman student. Well, I mean, parties are essential, but don't call them parties, call them networking opportunities. Yeah, I'm not sure what like the student culture is like over there though, so I can't really say much. And last minute desperation is the most effective way to go. And we just lost the game, by the way. Oh no, I'm actually gonna let it go through. He's earned it. He's gonna attack with the 3000 attack here, and then he's gonna attack for 9k. Straight to the dome. You can say in general, I mean, yeah. I think that's the only good piece of advice I have. Wait, what? Does that... Is that like allowed to attack twice, or does it have piercing or something? Wait, what? What? Did he just throw? So yeah, desperation gets stuff done. That's all I can tell you about studying. Wait, does he have any floodgates actually? Okay. When this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. Wait, so if we do this, then we basically get our Raigeki back. Oh wait, I actually should have activated Toy Vendor first. Because then I could have like put it back on the board and used it. Well, leave another round. I think the game might end this round. I think we'll find out whether or not I'm gonna win. We have a Fluffal card in grave, we have a Toy Vendor on board, and a Fluffal Wings in hand, so I think we're kind of set here. What's the spell card he is even setting from his graveyard? What? Oh, he got to look for a Blue Eyes. Okay then. Well, that doesn't really do much, does it? Okay, now we kind of desperately need to draw an owl though, because we don't have any fusion cards. Technically, we could have like discarded this and then Frightfur fusioned. But then we'd only have like 2, so we wouldn't have lethal, no matter how we go about it. I think the bunch of card advantage we get here is more valuable to us. Oh, it feels bad throwing away such a good card there. Okay, so I'm gonna activate the wings. And we banish the bear. Why does he have a response to this? Excuse me? Excuse me, sir? Well, that's not good. That is definitely not what we want to see here. Because unfortunately, the effect has to go off before you get to destroy the Toy Vendor, so... Okay, so he didn't have... I mean, he definitely had something, because the game was waiting for him to choose whether or not he activates something. But he didn't activate, so I guess it wasn't one of the cards we are really afraid of here. Although I can't really come up with what that could be. I guess an Ash, but like, why would you allow me to draw 3 cards if you have an Ash? Doesn't really make sense. Maxi, maybe? Maxi might be the card he actually has. Because that's actually allowed in Master Duel. I think it's actually banned in like the TCG. but I think it's completely unlimited in this version of the game. Okay, so we could go for the owl, actually. In fact, I think we have to, because we don't have a polymerization. Which is kind of sad, because the Fluffal dog would have been so nice to just summon here, but it is what it is. Please don't have an Ash. If we don't get the polymerization off, we actually lose. There's like no way, with 4 cards in hand and like a graveyard already set up, that we can actually come back from not getting the polymerization. That boils down to this. If he has an Ash in hand, we'll lose. Sending good vibes. Oh, it went through. Okay. Oh wait, this actually has to... Sending good vibes, by the way. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for the Kraken here. And then we obviously use the chain and the dog. I saw that my college has a program in Finland. Ooh, nice. Wait, so we get to look for the Frightfur card that looks for the Sabers and another polymerization, which I think wins us the game. But for sophomore students. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that might actually be a cool experience if you're into that. Wait, does he have... I'm so confused. Does he have something or not? I am afraid. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go for this, and... Now we obviously don't need to activate our Edge Saber, because we can just look for another one. Now if he has some sort of removal here, we are also kind of screwed. I'm gonna apply to it next year. If I got in, you better be there. Yeah. Yeah, Saber is the correct play here. I wonder if I should have just Frightfur Fusion here. But I don't think that's the correct play. Maybe. Okay, so Tiger actually gives both of them plus 600. And this guy gets to attack twice at 2800, which makes it 5600 plus... I think that's lethal, right? Yeah. Oh wait, it's not, because he actually has that one card that can come back. Oh, I made a big mistake there. Oh no. Wait, what? Didn't he have a card in graveyard that could special summon itself if he was attacked directly? Oh, it's only if he has no cards in hand. Never mind, I'm a genius. Unfortunately, I don't think I destroyed that many cards this game either, so... But we still have to do that quest. Yeah. I actually recently got really into this, like, Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel, like, YouTube series where they basically play, like, sealed Yu-Gi-Oh, where every week they can open, like, a total of 10 packs of, like, the Master Pack, and then 10 packs of Secret Packs. And then they have to build, like, decks from that. And it's really interesting to see, like... limited format in Yu-Gi-Oh, where typically there isn't one. Okay, so here we are once again tackling the big issues. Where basically this is the wrong play because now he knows what we're playing. The correct play would have just been to set and go and hope for the best. But you know, it is what it is. And we get to look for something in hand. And yeah, so wait. I think he peaked to go second, so he probably has a deck that actually works really well when you go second, but who knows. I'm gonna set a card. And just hope he doesn't have an OTK here. It is out of my hands now. It's gonna be like a Cyber Dragon deck and we actually just lose. I wonder if there was like a way to actually play through this in a way where I could have just destroyed 3 of my own cards. Or 2. I think we only need 2, right? Oh, there definitely would have been, because Oh, it's an Exodia deck. Oh wow, it's a chicken game. Yay, that's fun. I'm also blocking the chicken game. Is there like actually no place for my big stupid head here? I'm gonna be here. Hopefully I don't like block anything. Well, the name of the card is now blocked, but at least the card text is there. Yeah, that's... Man, these OTK decks are so unfun to play again. Oh wait. At least my OTK deck actually interacts with my opponent's deck. Oh no, he has the bamboo swords. Here comes the golden one. Yep. He has 2, oh my god. And now he has enough spell counters for the Real Magic library. Big brain, indeed. Love the username. Oh, so he plays into the void, which means he's literally like putting it on all on the line here. But I think he might win. It's really just a toss-up. Oh my god, another library. Who could have seen that coming? Oh no, this is not good. Well, this has been the most interesting game of Solitaire I have seen in a while. Wait, what? Oh wait, that's a once per turn. For a moment there I was like, holy shit, is that like an infinite combo? But obviously not. Oh wow, I wonder what field spell he found with terraforming. He has gone through like over half of his deck already. My god, he has 18 left. Wait, I think I've seen this exact build before as well. I think some sort of a YouTuber played this exact deck. Feels bad, man. I am actually gonna let him do it though, because there is a title for winning 10 games with Exodia. And obviously, if your opponent surrenders, then that doesn't count for the title. So I just have to sit through this. This is unfortunate. Oh wow, Exodia, obliterate! Well, I can't be too salty. I mean, I'm literally playing an OTK deck as well.